What's going on, everybody? Robert back again with another video, and we are pulling some more water, man. Back to the same thing that we were doing yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. And as you can see, I got pretty nasty over the last 2 days. There's my shirt. But we've been out here for 2 days. I came out here yesterday morning and been out here ever since. Hopefully I can go get a shower in the morning. Once I pull down these levels, I just haven't been able to leave here because there's a lot of water to be hauled off right over here. As you can see, the sun is going down and it will be dark pretty soon. So in this video, I'm going to take you guys on a little bit of a night driving expedition out in the oil field, so you guys can actually see what goes on here at night. But anyway, guys, it should be a fun night tonight, so hopefully you guys stick around for the video. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel down here at the bottom of the screen. Also, turn on that bell notification so that you guys get notified every single time that I post a video. And don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Well, I'd say we're almost done there, so let me go ahead and shut this valve off and let's get out of here. Oh, man. Oh, get in there. Get in there. Jeez. Man, I swear those hoses get heavier every single time that I put them in the tray. All right, guys, I'm going to try to flip this cone into there. If I make it, you guys have to subscribe. What? Guess you guys are going to have to subscribe. Skills, son. That takes some skills right there. You can tell I've done that a lot, all right? But I guess you guys are going to have to subscribe now. Have you guys ever seen these boards right here? Those clipboards? You can see it's pretty big. It kind of, let me show you. It kind of just has these hooks on the back of it. And it just sits on your steering wheel like that. And you can throw your paperwork up there. It's kind of like a little desk for your steering wheel, so you can do all your paperwork right here from the driver's seat. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this load down to the disposal, get offloaded, and then we'll come back over here for another one. And then I have to go run out about, I think it's 6 miles or so to go grab one from a different location. And so I'll take you guys along with me. Let's go. What's up, girl? You didn't come see me today. You didn't come see me. Are you mad? Did you get mad at me? I think you was mad at me, huh? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow, all right? Later. Yeah, that one in the brown's my girl. Yeah, she comes sees me about 5 o'clock every day that I'm over here. She come walking back down through there and go back to the ranch, and I guess she's mad at me or something. She didn't come see me today, so who knows? Women, right? Go, guys. Oh, cattle guards get you every time. Anyway, guys, here at the disposal, let's go ahead and pull up in the lane and get this truck offloaded. Looks like we got this whole place to ourselves today. Nice. Boy. Good thing I got my the boot shotgun today. I'm gonna walk in this. Man, it smells horrible over here. Oh, it's disgusting. What did they dump? Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna clean all this up, man. Watch this. Put this hose on the ground like that. God, I can't deal with that dirtiness. And we are done, guys. So let's go ahead and head back to that location, pull another load. See down there, it's getting dark. Uh-oh, spooky. Cattle guard. her at night, boys. Ho ho! Nighttime in the oil field. Hey! Loading up our water right now. Almost there. Check out this light I got the other day. So the only light that I had was that one right there, and it didn't work. So I went to the O'Reilly's. Was it O'Reilly's or Advanced over there in Carlsbad? Picked up that bad boy right there, and it is super bright, man. It's a good work light. So I like it. Not too bad, not too shabby. So I think we're getting close right there. I'll go ahead and turn this valve off, and we'll get out of here. Take this second load to the disposal now. It's not my second load today, but I got 7 loads today during the day. This is my second load tonight, so let's go take this down here and get it offloaded. Oh man. All right, let's get offloaded. Water offloaded. Look at that, man. I'll tell you what, guys, that's the worst smelling oil I've ever smelled. Oh, nasty. And we're getting loaded right now. Almost getting done loaded. Getting almost to the top there. This battery right here takes forever. It's got a 3-inch line here that you hook up with, and a 3-inch along the inside of the battery there. So it takes a little bit to load here. But you got your little flare going tonight. Yep, show do. Right across the street from the rigs that we saw yesterday. So there's those 3 rigs are on that side right there. So good times, man, good times. Man, guys, I am getting a little sleepy now. About 12 o'clock at night right now, and this is about the time it starts hitting me. About 12 o'clock to about 1:30 or so. Start getting a little bit tired. This is one of them days that you just end up working a lot of hours, and you know, and no shower and stuff. As you can see, I'm kind of nasty. Been out here since yesterday morning, working outside, hoses, dragging hoses, and disposal has been disgusting, as you guys could tell. So really looking forward to getting out of here probably tomorrow morning sometime, depending on what time my buddy gets back from his little days off. And then we'll go take a shower and then probably come back out here to help him lower the levels. But right now I'm taking care of this battery, the first battery we went to at the beginning of the video, and then 2 other batteries, and I have another battery which I have not been to yet, but it doesn't produce too much water, so should be like a load a day, but it should be fine for a couple days until he gets back, and then I'll go ahead and haul that one down also. So guys, just talking a little bit about being a company driver and an owner operator out here. What do I think is best? A lot of guys have asked me about becoming an owner operator, not specifically on YouTube, but just in general, getting a truck and putting it out here in the oil field. And what is my opinion on that side of it? Because you can actually lease trucks onto this company that I'm with now. The problem is they're not taking any more company drivers due to the fact that they don't have any trucks to give anybody. So all the company trucks are taken right now, but they are leasing on owner operators. And you know what my opinion is on being an owner operator in the oil field. As you guys know, the oil field is a little bit different than over the road, but owner operators in the oil field deal with the same challenges that over-the-road drivers or over-the-road owner operators would face. Just like you guys are facing kind of lower rates right now and high diesel prices. Here in the oil field, they get paid a straight rate, and it's usually an hourly wage just for water hauling. Now, sand is completely different. You get paid by the load, so depending on the mileage of where you're hauling the sand, they get paid like a percentage of the load. So if the load paid the company that they're leased onto $500, they might pay the owner operator, you know, $400 or something like that. Now, just in my personal opinion of being an owner operator or a company driver out here, I would say being an owner operator is not worth it out here in the oil field. Just from my videos, you've seen how rough the lease roads are. So driving your personal truck that you're responsible for out here with the company, you're going to put a lot of wear and tear on your truck. Your maintenance bill is going to be higher. And then when it comes to resell that truck, you might be losing value just due to how tore up the truck's gonna be by the time you get done with it out here. Another thing to remember is that the oil field doesn't last a long time. Right now we're kind of booming. It's like, I wouldn't say it's a boom, but it's pretty steady right now. Okay, but next year it could be completely dead like we had in 2020, and going into like 2015 it was pretty dead, and then I think 2012, that was before I got out here, it was pretty dead at that point in time also. So out here in the oil field, you're having to deal with a lot of the swinging markets going up and down, but out here in the oil field it's more prevalent than, let's say, over the road. Also, you got the bigger maintenance bill out here. You're tearing your truck up, you're wearing the truck out even more, putting miles on it and stuff like that. So with my company, we do lease on owner-operators, and for the most part, I do talk to them quite a bit. I do work with them a lot out here, and just talking to them, I can already tell, like, you know, their truck is broke down pretty much every other day. They're having to fix something every single week, and it's usually not a little $200, $300 fix. Most of the time it's in the $1,000 range to $2,000 range fixes. Now, if you are mechanically inclined, you can kind of fix a lot of that stuff yourself, because most of the fixes are like brake chambers, airbags, suspension, tie rods, tie rod ends, brakes, what have it, just simple things like that. And if you're mechanically inclined, then you can probably give it a shot. You might be okay out here. But I'm just, as far as the maintenance goes, if you're not mechanically inclined, I wouldn't think about bringing a truck out here, because you're just going to spend a ton of money in maintenance. Now, another reason I wouldn't become an owner-operator out here in the oil field, or bring my over-the-road truck out here to the oil field, is because of how much you get paid. Now, you do get paid more, or I would say a little bit more than you would as an over-the-road owner-operator, but on the other hand, it's not a substantially a larger amount of money. So what I mean by that is, say over the road right now, let's say an average person can bring in about $6,000, or maybe in this market probably even less, and you guys are probably taking home about $2,000 or $1,500 a week. Maybe some of you go-getters out there are probably taking home right around $3,000 a week. That's after all your expenses are paid. So you're probably grossing around $6,000, $7,000. Well, as an owner-operator in the oil field, you're going to probably gross around $8,000. But now remember, I did say that the maintenance costs are going to be a lot larger out here, especially due to the roads and the condition of the roads out here, and what you do with the trucks, because a lot of this stuff that we do out here is a lot of off-road. I've been fortunate enough today in what I've showed you guys, you know, as good roads, good batteries, pads and everything, but a lot of the pads we go to are pretty messed up, so you will be spending a lot in maintenance. Now, on top of maintenance, you also have your diesel to take care of. Now, you're not going to be driving as many miles as you would over the road, but you will spend some money in diesel. A lot of the owner-operators that work for our company are spending anywhere between $1,500 to $1,800 a week. That's about average of what everybody has told me is what they spend in diesel. So by the end of the week, whenever you take out all your expenses, your maintenance, your diesel, taxes, insurance, all that good stuff, what you're left with net is basically about $2,500 to $3,000 a week running out here in the oil field. Sometimes if you're a real go-getter and you like to run illegal, since we do run timesheets out here, we don't run any ELDs or paper logs or anything like that. If you're running, you know, a little illegally, I would say probably 18 hours a day, you could probably net about $4,000. But now on the other hand, yes, you're making more money, but when it comes time to sell your truck, or let's say the oil field decides that it's just going to take a plop like it did in 2015 and 2020, well, guess what? Now you're stuck with a truck that's all ragged out. It's got a lot of issues. It's really not an over-the-road truck anymore. So you're gonna have to deal with that. The resale value is gonna be extremely low, since it has been in the oil field. People just do not want oil field trucks, and I don't even recommend ever buying an oil field truck to put over the road. Hell, I wouldn't even buy an oil field truck to put out here and drive it in the oil field. But now let's compare an owner-operator in the oil field to a company driver like myself, and let's see the difference in the pay here. Now, on a previous video of mine, I showed my check stubs and how much I got paid. And as you guys could see, it was anywhere between $2,500 a week to $3,000 a week on average. That's net, that's take home. So my gross is a lot more. It's over $4,000. Most weeks it's into the $3,000 gross now. Now what I take home is about $2,500 to $2,700 a week. And guess what? I don't have to worry about maintenance. I don't have to worry about diesel. Basically, if my truck breaks down, I go ahead and take it to the shop, they fix it. Or, you know, if they can't fix it that day, I get another truck and I go back to work. And I promise you that if you're working in the oil field as a company driver, these companies do not want you sitting. So more times than none, they'll have a spare truck for you to borrow until your assigned truck gets fixed. But really, I believe a company driver is a lot better than being an owner-operator out here, just because basically, even though an owner-operator takes home a little bit more money than I do as a company guy, I don't have to deal with the headaches. I don't have to deal with the insurance. And as you guys know, as owner-operators, there's a lot of things that you guys deal with, and you guys are under a lot of stress, and I feel for it. So in the end, all you really need to know is that being an owner-operator out here in the oil field really isn't worth it when you got company guys like myself who are bringing home just a little bit less than you are. Yeah, you're bringing home a lot more money, but guess what? You got to deal with all the headaches, the stress. You got to pay for the diesel, you got to fix the truck, you got to maintain the truck. And guess what? The biggest cost is really not the maintenance as what I look at it. I believe that your biggest cost is when the truck goes down, you're actually losing days, you're losing work, you're losing time. And like you all know, as owner-operators, that time is money out here. So I understand the freight market right now is pretty bad. That's the reason why I sold my truck back in August or September of last year. It's just because of the high cost that it was to run the truck. And then also the rates, they just were not paying as much as they were, you know, a year ago. So to be honest with you guys, it was actually costing me a lot more money to actually run my truck and run loads over the road than it was just to let the thing sit in the driveway. Now, I'm not saying that I would ever buy another truck again. I probably would. If let's say the truck prices came down a lot more than where they're at now, or something was to change with the freight market, I would probably go out and buy another truck. But as far as me with the headache and stuff like that, I just do not do good with that. And in my opinion, being a company driver, especially in this market that we're in right now, seems to be a lot better choice than actually, you know, trying to suffer and, you know, and trying to deal with this market the way it is. I'd rather let somebody else deal with that, and then I just drive the truck for right now. Now, guys, I'm not knocking anybody who wants to bring their over-the-road truck out here to the oil field, maybe to run sand or something like that. It's really your choice in the end. And I wish you guys all of the luck, and I hope you guys are very successful, and that's what I hope for everybody. I don't really wish any ill on anybody. I just want to put information out here about what I think, so you guys can get my perspective on things. You know, I don't have 20 years in the trucking industry, but I do have a lot of experience with a truck. You know, I'm not a new guy. I've been out here, I've been driving trucks since 2014 when I got out of the military. So I got a little bit of experience underneath my belt and a lot of years in the oil field. I got more years in the oil field than I do actually over the road, running flatbed and dry-van. Sometimes it's helpful to have somebody else's perspective on things. Usually it helps you make a more logical, more knowledgeable decision. And sometimes I'm not always right. Sometimes I'm wrong, but hey, I don't like to take a lot of risk when it comes to investments. So, I mean, that's kind of a bad thing, I guess you could say, but you know, it's worked out for me so far. So it looks like we are loaded. So let me go ahead and put this hose up here. Already got it disconnected from the valve, and we're gonna get this one to the disposal, guys. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and turn this pump off right here. So anyway, I will leave you guys off tonight. I'm probably going to pull over down the road to a spot and probably get an hour of sleep, maybe 2 hours, don't know yet, but pull over, grab some sleep real quick, then I'll take this one to the disposal. I got some other water to haul later tonight, earlier this morning, and it's gonna be a fun night. So hopefully this guy gets back pretty soon tomorrow morning. It's time for a shower, as you guys can see. Wore out, baby. Anyway, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel by hitting the subscribe button down at the bottom of this video, and then also hit that thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, keep it between the ditches.